Hello everyone, the 13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to whatever the hell this is. Gant, not Grant. What the hell was I on last time? I'm afraid.
So, what do we owe this honor today?
See in the back pocket of Angel Star, is he sleeping with Angel Star?
It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Oh, God. All right. We're all screwed. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So, Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime scene occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Oh, on little Worthy's car, no less.
Why? Where's that?
It's really quite embarrassing even for us. Oh, what's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Oh. Pretty sure those are illegal.
Objection!
Edgy. Ooh, what's going on here?
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our jobs?
He got a point. This should have been presented before pre-trial.
Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation.
Are they gonna be putting this on Gumshoe?
There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth.
What?
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, you had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel.
Wow, he's really just trying to get Edgeworth disbarred.
But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious?
Do I even need to be here? They're just going at it themselves.
You'll be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. I have to agree.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. The court accepts this new evidence.
You didn't say whether or not you accepted the last two photos that were provided. Jedgy Wedgy. What the hell?
But first, I'd like to ask the defense of... Son of a gun! I can't read! I have an English degree and I can't read! But first...
Nope.
But first... Stop! It's the sentence structure. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Son of a... Oh my god.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade. At the blade of this knife. This is going to be a long recording.
The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Are you trying to get me stabbed? Is this a ploy to get me stabbed? I'm real cool if that's what there's other things you could do to me, man. Yeah, sure. Well, all you have to do is push the switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, this is to get me stabbed. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. Oh my god. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, I'm not controlling this. I'm not controlling this. Can I? I can't. Okay. SL9 too.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL9 too.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6, which should be the case number. But 2, is it because this is the second knife? DL6 of the DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters like that looked a lot like this somehow.
Yeah, no kidding. Can't even examine the stain on it, huh?
Whoa, don't scare me like that.
Okay, so part of the tip of the blade is broken off into something. And that blood has definitely settled. I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood? Can I go examine it? Okay. Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Unless that's for another court case. It would have to be. Switchblade knife added to the court record.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
I'm going to completely lose my voice because of this guy. Department disorder. All right, first things first, I should go through all the way through the evidence, then save it.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here.
Oh.
Unless that's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman.
Hold on a second. SL9. 212. Or 221, SL9. Oh my god, that's it.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. At the time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh?
What?
It's not officially linked here to this case, so I can't talk much about it.
5:15.
There was a murder at the police department, a detective.
We're talking about Goodman, you potato. 5:15. Anything else regarding? It's 5:18. All right, I got nothing.
That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection!
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
I don't even have to do anything. Edgy's just gonna fight this for me.
Order, order, order. Anyway, we at the department get all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Okay, guys, you heard him. You heard him. Don't tell nobody at all about Gant's top-secret investigation.
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, however. Keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Now I can save it. Now I can save it and butcher this. All right. Options, save. I'm gonna just save it back over the top one. All right, present. I'm going to purposely blow as much of this as I can just to see what a game over in this section looks like. This witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Sorry, but I see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I gotta penalize you. To be on the wrong track. Yeah, you are, but I'm gonna keep doing this. Present. Wouldn't it be hilarious? Oh, I can zoom in on my own badge.
So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin.
Each badge has a number carved onto it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone?
Nope.
I'd be found out right away.
Well, that's no fun.
Huh. Let's say something association. Yeah. Huh. Never actually bothered to look at my own badge. Alright. Present. Let it break. Come on. Okay. Present. Because I know that none of this can be correct.
Objection!
Okay. I think I got 2 more after this. Yeah, I got 2 more I can do.
Objection!
Come on, I just want to see what the game over looks like. I think I've done it once. I've gotten the wrong point before, but I've never purposely flubbed everything. Alright, let's see how this goes. There we go.
Mr. Wright, please think over the facts before making accusations.
There we go. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Oh, here we go.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defendant has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately and be held pending trial at the higher court within a month from today's date.
Oh. So there's another trial?
That's all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, and now Lana's up there. Yep. No! 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 Don't save that. There we go. Okay. Oh my god, my life flashed. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna press on everything and then we're gonna present, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that scribbled piece of paper that we found at the scene of the crime. Excuse me, special?
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Huh. Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite the mystery. And, like a mystery, it's wrapped in something, a muffler.
Okay. That gave me nothing. Alright. I'm just gonna keep pressing. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes that connected to this case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department that I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that'll give us a clue? Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto.
Evidence that links the knife to the Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. Should I try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time?
So how are things down at the department?
Okay, so I should do it on the second one. Got it. Also, I don't want to present. I just want to examine. Check. I want to make sure that I have this on record for things. Because we already just read it. Okay, go back. Go back. Okay, I'm going to press here. Something happened at the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eye there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department on that day? What a mess. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, at the same time, another detective was killed at the police department?
That is a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto.
I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case?
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
We know when the victim died. He died at 5:15. We know that the victim was stabbed, so where was the victim's body found? It was somewhere at the police department, but where? So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
That's why they kicked out all the cops. The evidence room.
You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto?
I would, actually. I've been there. I can't say that I've heard of it. Guess I should ask once I've learned a little bit more about this evidence room.
There's something stranger than the place where the body was found.
Press 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
What?
Judgy, have you not been paying attention this whole damn time?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Probably better than we think. Coincidence?
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say that there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about this incident.
Well,
How can you say that there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto, you understand? Try to understand, Righto. What? Well, if you can prove that there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together.
Whatever it is, I'd better get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. It can't just be a coincidence.
And the knife. What was it doing there?
Yeah. They were killed the exact same way, with a knife, probably to the chest. Better check out this knife. Yeah, we already figured that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Now that I've done all my checks. Or whatever. On the second one. Okay. I don't know if they want me to put this here now, or if they want me to... I'm gonna go ahead and present this. Wait a second.
Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? Honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great.
Anyway, look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Because it's clearly evidence in another murder. Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Which, if you flip it around...
What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 2.
No. Oh, that was almost 5:15. It's 5:51? Unless the 2 is still the same forward and backwards, then it's 221. All right. What's today? The 23rd? Was he found on the 21st? Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look right side up because it's from Goodman's office. But turn it around and what do you get? Yeah, 221 SL9.
Aha!
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag.
Yes, it is. So I'd say those are connected.
Order, order. Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
Huh? I win? What? What game is this guy playing? The knife was evidence used... Oh, okay, so we got a new one in the front. Okay. The knife was evidence in a case that was stolen from the department evidence room. Let's press on this. So this knife was stolen.
Yes, on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Whoa. Okay, well, I figured that, but I don't know if it requires that kind of level of clapping.
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
Huh. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think that there isn't a connection there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do any investigating. Okay. Not officially linked. Not much I can do. Was it... Okay, well first we're saving it. Okay, is this one that I press on? Hold it! I don't remember. Funny, isn't it? What are the chances? Super low, I know that. Coincidence? Okay. Please tell us more about the incident. Okay. I think it was the middle one. Let's see. On the same day, okay, another detective was killed. The police department, that's a fact. Okay, so now that I know more about the evidence room... That was quick. Okay, yeah. Third one. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing only. Where the victim was found.
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say it took place in the evidence room.
Wait a second, I've heard of that. Oh, okay.
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
He did.
The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Yeah. There's a connection between those two cases.
You seem
I bit my tongue.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can just get Grant to testify about the details. Do I present that it's linked here?
Hold it!
I'm going to press on this. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Oh, cool. I don't have to do anything.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, Mr. Wright, out with it.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on this knife's evidence tag.
Edgy's helping us. Okay. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be many connections for it to be a coincidence.
He was just waiting to see if we could do this, huh? I don't like the pauses.
You two make a good pair.
Look, all right, the internet's been saying that forever, all right, with all the fan fiction.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you just deduced right here.
So you were toying with us on the stand.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all...
Can we just get the information unofficially? I mean, it's technically on a legal record, so... It would still be officially.
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What, really? That was all this took? Who would have guessed? Yeah, no shit.
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Okay, so we cycled all the way back. Okay. Save. Okay. Because that's all the time we've got for this episode. I'm just gonna get us on over to the last page there. This guy's a hoot and a half. I definitely feel like he's toying with us, but I can't even think of who it is that got killed. Somebody got killed at the department. It's not going to have been Gumshoe. They're not going to kill off somebody like Detective Gumshoe. It's not the marshal, so that's fine. So who would it have been? I don't know anybody else. Anybody else I would have met during the start of this case would have already been dead by the time I met them. Well, either way, that's all the time that we've got for this episode. Remember to drink your water, eat a food, and take your pills if you haven't yet today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.